On Grady Hill by Brent Noury. Read by Brent Noury. Chapter 12. The Charlston Estate. I was caught between the pink glow in the gemstone of my new ring flickering from the light of the fireplace and the reality of my new home on Hilltop. I laid there next to Samuel as he explained how Titus had retrieved the ring from Mrs. Antono, and that she had handcrafted it from one of Jem's old stones, from his mining days. Then Samuel told me about what had happened over at Charlston's estate. The home of Winston Charlston set about a mile off Mid-North Haven Street. All them homes you see on West Haven now was a large fenced-in field for Charlston's horses and cattle. That area is where the Great Fire had happened, and after Charlston bought that part of town up, he turned it into that field. Charlston's lumber had been built over by the estate, assuming the railroad was set to be built running through west of Charlston. After the railroad was set through Haven Street and more folks were looking to Utopia, Charlston moved the lumber yard to Haven Street and sold many lots along west part of Haven. Samuel told me he had ridden up to Charlston's to offer Winston a piece of Utopia. He really believed everyone could partake in the dream. Their conversation went something like this. Now remember, children, these are the words Winston Charlston used with Samuel. Charlston tells a certain kind of truth, his kind of truth. His stare was as cold and frozen as a bare-leafed oak branch sticking out of a dead winter lake. Anyways, what Samuel told me was, Winston was in the study in the back room behind the parlor of his house. Now, I've never been into Winston Charlston's big house, so I can't give you much of a layout other than Winston was behind his big oak desk, and his room was filled with books that would make Mr. Arthur Faraday jealous. There was a fireplace besides Charlston's desk. The light from the fire flicking through Charlston's eyes was the thing that gave Samuel the most unease through the conversation. Samuel would describe it to me as discussing business with the devil. And Samuel was no angel. Nor was he a messiah, as some have come to hype the story. He was a regular man who believed in hopes and dreams, honesty and truth. And the scary thing was, Mr. Charlston was a regular man too. End of chapter 12.